Credit card debt. It is the kind of debt that can feel impossible to escape to you, right? The kind that looms over you every single day, stressing you out every single time you swipe your card at the cash register or when you check your balance. And if you ever felt like you're drowning in it, trust me, you are not alone. Thousands, if not millions of us are stuck in that very same cycle. But today, I'm going to be sharing exactly how I've been using my paycheck routine and my budget to break free from my very own personal credit card debt, and why you need to start doing this every single time that you get paid. So stick around until the end of this video for an extra tip that will help you get rid of your debt faster than you think. And before I dive into the meat of this video, aka my paycheck routine, let's first talk about why simply having a budget is not enough. The key to breaking free from debt is not just simply about following a good plan or a good budgeting course. It is more about changing your habits and changing your mindset around money. And that is what I want to lay the groundwork for right now. If financial plans and budget were all it took to become debt-free, the majority of us wouldn't be in debt in the first place. Think about it like this. You can read all of the books, watch all of the YouTube videos, and learn everything there is to know about getting fit. But unless you show up at the gym day in and day out, days after days, years after years, and commit to the process, you won't get those results that you want. And the same goes for your finances, especially with debt. And to be honest, this isn't rocket science. I'm sure that for you, it is not the knowledge that's missing. It is your daily habits and money decisions that eventually shape up whether you are in debt or you're not. And that is why shifting your mindset and your overall behavior towards money is the real game changer when it comes to getting out of debt. With all of that said, now you know how and why my paycheck routine was made. And so now let's get into how I apply these principles into action whenever I do get paid. Now, I work with a very modest income, to say the very least, aka minimum wage. But I do hope that today I'm going to be showing you how even with a modest paycheck, you can still take control of your finances. Now, I get paid weekly from Bloomingdale's, and every time that I do get paid, I put about 60% of my paycheck towards my SoFi savings account. That is roughly $400 to $450 a week. Now, I know that 60% may sound like a lot for a lot of people, and it might not be realistic for everyone. So I would say find what works for you. A good rule of thumb would be 50% towards necessities, 30% towards savings, and 20% towards wants and whatever else. But here's the thing. Credit card debt is horrifying. So getting out of it should be your top priority. Thus, the more you save now, the less you owe later. So if you can push your savings to 35% or more, or pick up a side hustle on the side to bring in more income so that you can put more into your debt, the more you do that, the faster you will get out of debt. And that should be your main goal, because credit card, big no-no. Now, why did I choose SoFi for my savings account? Well, first of all, it is all about the intentional barriers that I have personally set up for myself. I made a password so long and so complicated that I would never be able to recall it because I'm not that smart. And I wrote it down and I kept it hidden in my room somewhere, only that I know. On top of that, I also have a 2-factor authenticator. Now, why do I bother with all of this? Well, because it makes it harder for me to gain access into my SoFi savings account. It's that plain simple, which directly results into me becoming less likely to log into my SoFi savings account impulsively to pull out money. Think about it like this. You've been wanting to cut down your phone screen hours. And so your strategy is to just use it less. Well, would that be more effective than you putting your phone into a locked bin and just throwing that bin away in the ocean? Which one would be more effective? You tell me. Plus, on top of this, SoFi gives me a 4% interest on my savings account, which, let's be real, it is a small but helpful bonus at the end of every single month that will help me with my debt. And every single dollar matters when I'm trying to get out of debt ASAP. And with that said, let's talk about the rest of my paycheck, aka the remaining 40%. I put all of that into my Chase savings account. Now, why Chase savings account and not checking account? Well, again, because by adding that extra step when I need to gain access over my money, that automatically makes it harder for me to spend money. And to put that into perspective, imagine I'm at Best Buy, right? And I'm eyeing that brand new headphone. It's shiny, it's new, it has the latest technology, it has the best noise canceling, it has the best built-in quality, and apparently it can even cure cancer. And if I really, really want them, I would think to myself, okay, so my checking account, it has $5 in it. So I would need to go into my Chase savings account, pull money from there, transfer money from there into my checking account, and there would have to be a whole process. So as a result, that extra step gives me a moment to think, do I really need these headphones? And as a result, more often than not, I walk away from that impulsive purchase, which is a huge win when you're trying to cut back on everything and you're trying to get out of debt ASAP. And believe it or not, the 40% is actually enough for me to cover my needs expenses every single month with a bit of leftovers. I have actually set it up so that the more I actually stick to my financial plan and actually be financially responsible for once in my entire life, the more leftovers I will have by the end of the month, which means that I'm gonna get out of debt even faster. For another thing, after you get out of debt and it's all sunshine and rainbows, life is great, no more negatives in your finances, please remember that discipline is fragile. Sometimes all it takes is one slip up to undo all of your progress. So stay vigilant. And even on your worst days, when you have $0 in your checking account and you are tempted to touch your credit card once again, do not touch it. Do not quit, because consistency to your goals and plans is what keeps you on the correct financial path. And you're gonna be in this for the long haul. So strap in, put your seatbelts on, because it's for life. Now, as for that bonus tip that I promised at the beginning of the video, here it goes. If you really want to maximize your finances, look into checking account promotions. I recently found a $300 promotional offer to open a checking account with Capital One after I set up direct deposit with them and I put in 2 direct deposit within the next 60 days. And be sure to look into the promotions, look into the checking account, make sure it has no monthly fees, make sure it has no overdraft fees, and make sure that it has no minimum balance. Be sure to know these things, because otherwise you might just lose money for no reason. And also make sure that it doesn't affect your credit score. And so, in my opinion, and feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but in my opinion, the free money that you get from the promotional checking account offers, that's basically free money. And on a final note, before we end the video, I want to leave you with a final challenge. I want to challenge you to take some accountability right now. You can do it however you would like, but in my opinion, I think you should drop a comment down below in the comment section and tell us whether or not you are in debt watching this video. And if you are, what steps are you going to take today? How is your budget going to look? I'm going to be trying my best to go in the comments and cheer you on. And I know that the rest of our channel members will also cheer you on as well. So feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section. Let's help each other out. Let's hold each other accountable. You guys should hold me accountable as well. And let's work together so that all of us can break free from debt once and for all. As a matter of fact, create your plan right now. Do it immediately. Do it for you, do it for your family, and do it for you guys' future. More specifically, you guys' financial future. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck on this journey. Remember to stay strong, stay disciplined, and I'll see you on the next video where I will dive into more strategies on how to get out of debt ASAP. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. Anyways, that's about it.